So what's this fam trip all about?
That's a familiarisation trip, Mike. Basically means you get to know the area and the hotels and have a nice jolly.
Okay, where's this one then, you bloody freeloader?
India, mate. Never been there. Never met any other team out there. Should be a lot of fun as long as I don't get Delhi belly.
God, hope not. That reminds me of Around the World in 80 Days, that blooming doll in the middle of nowhere. God, I'm stuck for days with that. Do you not think the BBC can maybe afford one night in a hotel?
Mate, gotta go. Think I missed my flight.
Thank you.
So, Hal's now back from his mammoth trip to Delhi, where apparently he was hard at it for 2 weeks solid, and all communication systems broke down as we couldn't get a hold of him until this morning. That, colleagues, is dedication. So, Al, can you give us a breakdown to the global leadership team about the fam trip, please? Ronald, our CEO, has given us an inquiry for a 1,500-person corporate conference for American tech giant Frugal. It's in Delhi, with 5 breakout spaces needed for about 250 people each. Obviously, from your extensive trip research, you'd be well placed to recommend.
Now, how about some ice cream, Al?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a blind date, and here is your host, Miss Silly Black.
Last week's contestants, Al and Tony, went on a fantastic trip to India. Let's have a little look at how they got on. You might notice only Al's in that little montage. Aren't you, Al?
Yes, silly.
Now, a little bird told me that you had a little bit of trouble meeting up with your date Tony at the airport. And you got on the wrong flight. Is that right?
Yes, silly. I was having some calls in the Wetherspoons in Terminal 3 and didn't hear the last call. So I had to get the next flight to Delhi.
I also heard from this little bird that you couldn't fight Tony when you got to the other side, and you ended up spending 2 weeks in Delhi all by yourself.
Yeah, that's unfortunately right, silly. Wasn't quite the date I was hoping for. I get myself into a right pickle, or should that be a mango chutney?
Oh, you poor sausage. Well, you did manage to have quite a trip, I understand, and I wish you all the best for the future, especially you from my hometown of Liverpool. Ta-da, Al.
Thanks, silly.
Ta-da,
Ta-da.
Chuck.
When you're ready, Al. Al, are you there?
That's a very good question. Let me think. It's all a bit of a blur. It was a very quick tour, to be honest, and Deepak spent a lot of the time taking us to quite particular places. I had to bin all the brochures they gave us as well. Couldn't fit them all in my suitcase with all the other stuff I bought in duty free.
You're fired.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
Have a good evening. Bye.
Al Palin went to India. He partied hard, forgot his task.
Fam trips are great, especially for getting the real experience of a hotel or destination. But the value you receive from hosting them is only as good as the commitment and conscientiousness of your guests. It can be difficult to access all those memories or to pass information on to colleagues who haven't experienced it before. Interactive virtual tours like Explore help share the experience beyond the one-off limited duration of a fam trip, allowing many more event planners and travel bookers to access the same information and experience in an easy, engaging and digestible way. Don't chance it on a blind date.